I love that. Once again, if you have any questions about the penguins, you can pop your hands up. Otherwise, I will ask questions on your behalf.
I've got another penguin who would like to sing you a song.
Okay.
His name is Pike, and he's looking at me like I'm standing him up, so I've got to say hello. Hi, Pike. Do you want to have a sing? Thank you.
So, Gemma, why do the penguins sing?
So that is a sign of affection or familiarity. So the Gentoos will generally sing to people that they like and penguins that they like. So you often find they sing to their partners a lot, and they will sing and bow to other penguins that they like. So you've got Katie, this lovely little bird right in front of me. This is her partner Doogie, so they sing and bow to each other. However, she's got a best friend called Zeus, and I believe that she actually fostered Zeus. So her and Zeus always bow to each other as well. So it's a sign of their affection. And so it's quite special when you first start. All the birds don't really pay any attention to you, they don't know you. So when they start singing and bowing to you, it's like you become part of the colony. So it's a bit special.
You're pretty much an honorary penguin then.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. Again, folks, if you have a question, pop your hands up, or I'm just going to keep asking questions for you.
I can talk about them all day long.
It's true. Cool. So what are the stools that a couple of them are standing on?
Yes, so they are our feed steps. So in a minute we'll be doing a hand feed, and we actually get the penguins to step on these steps. So what we do is we do what's called a target feed. So you see us keepers come in, we'll have some pods around our waist, and we'll also have a blue glove on. So these are the cues for the bird that it's feed time. When we actually go up to the step, we'll point at an individual bird and do this gesture, so asking them up. When the bird gets up, there's a wait signal. When they've waited nice and patiently, they get a fish, and so on. When we want them to get down, there's a down signal, they get their last fish, and then there's a finished signal. So the reason we do this is for a number of different things. Obviously we've got a lot of birds in here, we've got 55 birds, and it's really good to be able to have some one-on-one time with each bird. So when they're up on that step, that's a really good opportunity for keepers to have that time with that individual bird, and just have a visual look over them, no runny nose, no runny eyes, that their wing band's sitting okay, and then it's also just to elevate them from the other birds. You can imagine if you've got some fish and you're trying to feed this bird here and all the other birds are around, it's a bit hard. So having them slightly elevated means we can target feed that animal. Another reason you do it is because we've got vitamins in the fish for this morning's feed. So these vitamins are put in there because we freeze the fish, and also just to supplement what they'll be getting in the wild. So when you go to the fish market and you buy some fish, you take it home and you cook it, and that's the sterilisation process before you eat it, so that kills any nasties. However, we can't do that. I don't really know what the penguins would think of some cooked fish, but what we do is when we get this fish in, we actually freeze it, then defrost it. So in that freezing process, you can lose some nutrients, which is why we put the vitamins in. And then the last reason to do this as well with the birds is also it makes weighing them so much easier. They're used to and they're trained to getting up on a step when they feed. You can imagine how hard it would be trying to weigh an animal that doesn't want to be weighed. You're not going to get an accurate reading. Because these guys are so used to stepping up on something to get their fish, it means on weigh days we just bring the scales in, ask them up, they get on there and they weigh it for us. So it gives a lot of benefits to us and being able to have some one-on-one time with them.
Or at least they're supposed to behave themselves.
They're supposed to. There is some troubled children that are a little bit impatient, but we just take a bit of extra time in training with them. You'll see we do have different steps. This step over here we refer to the oldies. So they're the older birds, they know what the deal is. If they're hungry, they'll come up to the step. If they're not, they'll just hang out. But when they come up to the step, they know exactly what they're meant to do. This over here, we have the younger children who are only a few years old or even only a year old, and they're still learning or just a little bit impatient. So you've got Oliver who is quite, he's a few years old, but he likes to push other birds up on the step, which is a little bit naughty. So we just, on this step here, we spend a little bit extra time with these birds, just making sure that they are understanding what we're asking them. When you're training animals, it's always, you have to look at the behaviours and ask yourself, are you asking the bird the right question? So Oliver misbehaving or the bird not understanding is not their fault. You just have to readjust. So it's not going to be a blanket solution for all birds. Not all birds are going to learn the same, just exactly like humans. So when you do have a bird exhibiting undesirable behaviour or not the behaviour you're wanting, you just need to reassess what you're actually doing and ask yourself, are you asking this bird the right questions? Because you need to make a line of communication between you and the bird, which is what we particularly do on this step with the younger ones.
The naughty step.
Yeah, the naughty step,
What's the lifespan of the penguin?
That's a really good question. So generally Gentoos are about, I think, 10 to 15 years in the wild, and kings are about 15 to 20, but in captivity we can double that. So Gentoos would be around that 20 to even 30 year mark, and kings, I think there's a king, I can't remember what facility, but they're almost, I think they're almost 45 years old. So in captivity, obviously we can extend that lifespan. In the wild there'd be disease and also predators, and also they expend a lot of energy looking for food during breeding season to maintain their body weight, whereas in here, they've got a ready supply of food.
Yes, we have some nice photos. Yeah. So how do you go about hatching a baby penguin?
Oh, I lost you.
If you were it's fun.
Well, looks like my batteries are gone dead, so I can't hear you, but can you still hear me? Okay. Well, I'll tell you a little bit about birds themselves as well. So all the birds have different personalities. So believe it or not, exactly like humans, they all act different, they all look different as well. When I first started here, I had people coming in and being like, oh, this is white, that's apple, this is red, and they can tell just by sight. I thought they were crazy. I'm like, there's no way you can tell that these birds are different by sight. However, after being here for a few years now, I'm that keeper freaking the new ones out, saying, oh, this one's got freckle here, this one's being slightly bent this way. So they all do look different. However, the surefire way to tell who is those wing bands. So you can see on their left wing, they have a coloured wing band. So that is actually a code of what number chick they were and what year they were born. So this one here is KT, so by looking at her wing band, we can tell she's the 10th chick born in 2007. So that code is for the kings and the Gentoos, and it just means that it's a surefire way for us to be able to monitor who's who and know who's who. But when you have been long enough, you can recognise them by sight. It sounds completely ridiculous, but I'm getting to the stage now where they have different songs. So I've got Park, and I'm like, oh, you've got a nice voice, and I'll go sing, like Red will sing to me, and I'm like, oh, you've got a deeper voice. When you get to know them, they're exactly like humans. They're all different in every way. So you've got a lot of birds who, particularly Gentoos, they like investigating what people are doing. So you'll see when we're in here, they want to know what we're doing, and how they can be involved. Often when we squeegee the windows, they like to come and steal the squeegee off of us. If we're in here with our radios, they like to play play with them. So I like to refer to them as 3-year-olds. They like to just be involved in absolutely everything. The kids are more colony-minded. As you can see on that beautiful mural on the wall behind you, there is thousands of birds in one spot, in one place. So being a colony animal, more birds in here makes them feel more comfortable. That's their natural living state, so that's what we replicate in here. The kids are more a colony animal. You see they do move as one big group, and they do, but you can also see they're heading to the door right now. That is my cue to come with me. You can see that they're also seeing that cue, and they're waiting at the door as well. So they generally only interact with us around feed time, and that's why it's especially important to have that one-on-one time when we've engaged the bird and got their attention. We can just give them a bit of a look over. So I'm sorry my earpiece went dead, but like I said, I can ramble on about all day long. I'm going to go feed now, so we'll have kids being fed here and here. We'll have Gentoos, as you see the lovely mushroom, already standing on the green step. So if you'd like to position yourselves, you should be able to see the feeds from wherever you are, but I'll be back shortly. Excellent, thanks guys.
Alright folks, so they're about to come out and feed these birds. I will get everyone at the window to move back because I will be walking backwards and forwards and I do not want to squish anybody, please. So if you're at the windows, just a bit further back. For reference folks though, when I'm not out here with you, I am in here with these birds as well. I've been bitten by them. I have a scar on my leg from one of the Gentoo penguins. His name is Jones and we don't like each other very much at all. So as Gemma was saying, these birds all have different personalities and they will have to behave themselves. When the keepers come through that door, the king penguins are going to try to push through that door themselves. They do have to behave themselves before the keepers even come in. To be fair though, I have a Labrador at home and she is dumber than these penguins easily. She is not very smart at all. So over here, like Gemma was saying, the older birds get the nice little pink step. It's actually got fairies on it. That's because as well, they're a bit older. Some of these birds can get things like arthritis, just like your dogs at home and old people. Over this side though, we have our Gentoos that will be getting fed and our youngest, I think, are getting fed over here somewhere. But here we go, here are our keepers. This is Lauren. Lauren's got a lovely Louis Vuitton belt. It's just a bunch of buckets filled with fish. There is whiting in there, which is like their steak and potatoes. There is also some salmon or trout, and that's like their chocky cake. Just like kids, these animals will much rather eat their chocolate cake than their good food. So we do have to be a bit rough on them. We also have Taylor here. Sorry, we got Tan, and then Taylor, and then Gemma. Now Taylor here is, she's one of our newer keepers, so these birds are going to be treating her quite possibly a bit rougher, and that's because these birds know that she's new and they know that they can try to push the boundaries. So just like when you've got like an interim teacher at school, when you were at school in year 7, and you push them and push them and push them because they're not your usual teacher, the penguins are literally no different. So folks, I'm going to get us all back with the group, yeah? Just so everyone can see. Cool. So you can see a lot of our penguins are coming on down now. And you can see our keepers using their hand signals. So Gemma here is getting a nice little bite from Jack. Jack is a very interesting bird. He likes to pretend he has an egg. He sits on a piece of ice and goes, "Look, I can't move, I have an egg." Does things like that. Folks, I'm going to get everyone to move just a bit further back, just so I don't squish anyone, because I am walking backwards and forwards. The Gentoos over here, they are a bit smaller. You would think they're easier to feed, but by gosh, they bite much harder than a king penguin does. They have a good habit of getting with the tip of their beak and twisting, which hurts a lot. This is Basil coming up here in front of Taylor. Basil is one of our young girls. She is, we call her the crazy one, because she is a bit of a crazy. She's gone into her sort of teenage years, and so she likes to throw tantrums and things like that. We can also see some of our penguins who have just been fed coming over here pretending that they haven't been fed yet, because again, you're someone new. We might be able to trick you. You can see these birds are enjoying their food, and they like to think with their tummies. In fact, penguins, we have 55 penguins. They eat more in one day than 2,500 fish eat in a day. These animals eat the equivalent of 27 Big Macs each, every day. Because of that though, they also go to the bathroom on average every 15 minutes. That's 84 times a day. Times that by 55, I'm not going to do the maths because I have a zoology degree, not a mathematics degree, and you will understand why this snow looks like it's got a lot of poo on it. We spend the first 4 hours of our day cleaning. These birds can get messy penguin mitts everywhere, up on the ceiling even. We clean everything. Then you fast forward to about 4 hours later, we've put 2.5 tons of new snow on top, and every penguin has gone to the bathroom about 12 to 16 times each. So we start cleaning again. Yay! So this job is mainly cleaning, a bit of feeding as well. But if you do look behind you, there is a mural of a penguin colony. That's a king penguin colony. You can see that's about 100,000 birds all squished together. They have been living there their whole lives for generations and generations, and no one has ever cleaned up after them. If you visit a penguin colony in the wild, folks, you are going to need a peg for your nose. They smell bad. In here it's not too bad because we keep this very clean by penguin standards at least. Hello, Harrison. Harrison's this guy here at the window. He's getting a bit excited. And that's also because the Gentoo penguins, the smaller ones, they are actually about to go into breeding season. It gets very exciting. For any of you folks who have had high school drama in your lives, or if you're going through high school drama, you have absolutely nothing on these birds. People always tell me penguins mate for life. They do not. They mate for life as much as humans do, which means some of our penguins cheat on each other. It's great. It's a lot of drama and it's really fun. So KT, that penguin that Gemma was talking about before, her boyfriend of 7 years last year cheated on her. She came back to the nest they built together out of rocks. The more rocks you have, the cooler you are as a penguin, by the way. She came back to the nest and her boyfriend had found a new girlfriend. And it was very sad. We were very worried for her. But she got herself a new boyfriend. His name is Doogie. Doogie was the first penguin that sang to us, if you were here at the beginning. Doogie is much younger than KT. He's much stronger. He's big, he's strong, and he's dumb. And she put her new nest with her new boyfriend right next to her ex-boyfriend's nest. And she spent the entire breeding season bullying him. And I think that's pretty amazing. So these birds are not one-track-minded animals. They're not stupid. They have personalities. They have complex problem-solving skills, and that is amazing. Now, if you are wondering, these birds are not taken from the wild. These are 5th or 6th generation captive bred. We have a very, very strong captive breeding colony here. So these were not taken from the wild. The last time that happened, I think, was in 1950 something, at least legally. These birds have to stay in captivity, however, because of quarantine issues. If we release a bird into the wild and it's got something that birds in the wild aren't used to, again, they live in colonies that are super squished together, with penguins not being able to move from each other. You don't want all those wild penguins getting sick. So these birds are having a very fun time eating. I'm going to leave you guys to watch them though. Just keep in mind, as they bite the keeper's hands, that hurts. That hurts a lot. But thanks. If you do have any more questions, I'm just going to be behind you over there. If you are lost in this IKEA filled with fish, the exit is just up that way, as well as the gift shop and the folks who took the photos at the start. If you want to get back to the start, the door to the shortcut is right near the 4D cinema. Otherwise, if you're having a lovely day with us, my name is Phil. If you're having a bad day, my name is Aaron. You can look his name at the KPI machine at the end. So folks, thank you so much for coming out to see Sealife Melbourne Aquarium today. We hope you have a lovely one with us.